2NURFM.com, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
The searchers, well, thunder does boom and trumpets do sound when he walks in the room. It is the one and only University of Newcastle Professor Tim Roberts, Director of the drumroll Tom Farrell Institute, and he's been out racing electric vehicles last Thursday. Lovely day for it, Tim.
Beautiful day. There was a cold westerly wind, but it was really excellent, and I'm not sure I can live up to that promotion you just gave to me, but I enjoyed it. Look, it was a terrific day out there. It's the 5th year we've run the competition, and we've this year we had schools from outside of Hunter Valley, and in fact one of the winning teams came up from Sydney, which was fantastic to see. It's designed to get more interest in science and technology and engineering and maths subjects in the year 11, year 12, so those kids go on to be the next generation of inventors, of entrepreneurs, of mechanics, of engineers, if you like. It's
been running for 5 years, Tim. Do we know if any kids have gone on to work in those particular fields? Maybe, you know how you set me homework each week, maybe I'll have to set you some this week to see if we can find out if any of our winners over the last 5 years have actually gone on to work further in the field or do more study. I bet there have been. There has to have been.
Yes, for sure. There is the data there, and we're putting it into a publication at present, but we know that there've been, some of these kids have gone through to electrical engineering at the university. We know that there's been an increase when the school teachers report back to us. There's been an increase in the number of kids enrolling in year 11, year 12 in those STEM subjects.
So the rubber has well and truly hit the road, and that's what you intended to do.
Yeah, we can't take all of the credit for that though, because the university is pushing a number of areas. So we've got our SMART program, we've got our Science Engineering Challenge that's been running since 1999, as well as we've got the Aim High program, and then the ME program that runs through RDA Hunter is also targeting these STEM subjects. So in essence, there's 4 different activities that kids can undertake, which will let them learn more in a hands-on way, interactive way, interesting way about getting involved and carrying through their maths, carrying through their science into the HSC.
How many school teams and from how many schools did we have participating in the electric vehicle challenge and race last Thursday?
Well, we had 37 school teams, and that was excellent. And as well, we had 19 schools, so some schools had more than one person. But on top of that, we had a lot of schools didn't quite make it. I guess that in itself isn't a failure, though, because they have been building, and sometimes they just don't get to the start line for whatever reason. There can be a equipment malfunction on the day and so on. So it's got about 30 schools involved this year, and it was a wonderful day out there, as well as we had community teams and we had some members of the public there. We had presentations at the end of the day. The awards, prizes were given by.
Let's touch on the awards, can we, Tim? Because it's a rather good award. They go off to what is called a winter solar school. Is that right?
That's right. There was a sponsorship from Singleton Solar, which was for the Design, Innovation and Entrepreneurs Prize. And the winner of that was Bishop Tyrrell Anglican College with their machine called Slippery Banana. Second was Katara High with their machine called Aim High. And Macquarie College came in third with their machine called High Voltage Temperamental. But Singleton Solar had donated the support to allow 20 students to do the Solar Winter School, valued at $2,500. And what that is these students come along to the university and they go to Paul Dastor's laboratory and his facility called the Centre for Organic Electronics, and there they learn how to make a plastic solar cells. You'll remember that this is the solar paint invention. And
Wonderful.
so
How
what,
interesting.
what they've got there now over at the Energy and Resources Institute, near, they've got this huge dot matrix printer that can this printer that can print these plastic sheets, which are in fact plastic solar cells. It's fabulous stuff.
Actually, I've got the director of NEAR coming in to talk to me this week, so that's going to be interesting. And just before we close out this afternoon, Professor Tim Roberts, the overall winning school of the race came from Newtown.
That's right. There are 2 perpetual prizes.
Right.
One of them has been perpetually won by the Belmont Christian College. They've won it for the last 5 years.
Oh, good on Belmont Christian.
But the other one was won this time, for the first time, by a Sydney team, the Newtown School of Performing Arts. So
that sounds a little odd, doesn't it, that the School of Arts should win a science prize? But look, good on them. And did they? I bet they had a creative name for their machine. It was probably something very clever indeed. And next week we're talking fungi and coal.
That's right. That's right. So we go back into the fossil record and see how the development of fungi stopped further formation of coal so many millions of years ago.
It sounds very interesting. Professor Tim Roberts, Director of the Tom Farrell Institute out of the University of Newcastle, joins us every week at this time to talk about the environment and us, thanks to our sponsor, Sugar Valley Lifestyle Estate.